This is your last one and a courtesy call.
Hey guys, welcome back. AuraBomb here, bringing another episode of our PTCGO content. Now today, today we are bringing you an expanded video. A video that people keep asking me to do, but I wanted to play something that's a little bit different, something that I've never played before, and I thought would be really interesting to play on the channel because I've never played with fossil Pokemon. I'm going to be playing with aerodactle today, and before we get into the video, be sure to drop a like if you haven't already. It's great support. You guys that drop those likes right away are like the real MVP. Shout out to you guys. If you do leave a comment answering the comment question there, really just anything we talk about in the video, you do have a chance to get a 2 Roaring Skies packs and 1 Sun and Moon packs on PTCGO. Question of the day is going to be, who is your favorite fossil Pokemon? As you can see, we have Aerodactyl. It's around Aerodactyl. We also have Maxie to get out things like Archeops. So it's a pretty versatile deck. I like it a lot. Sorry for yawning. I just woke up to record this video. This is my second take on this video too, but we'll talk more about that later. Let me know down below. I am a huge fan of Caracosta. I really like Kabutops. Aurorus is really cool too. I like the pretty ones like that. But yeah, that's gonna be a comment question. Leave that down below. But we're gonna get into the video. Expanded. There's a lot of people that want me to play a bunch of different expanded lists. Solgaleo Bronzong is one that I do really want to do soon because that's like a highly suggested one. If you guys want to leave me some expanded lists down below or some ideas, let me know in the comments down below. I know there's Gardevoir Mewtwo that I really want to try with the one that counts for like 2 psychic energies. I kind of want to like use all these expanded cards while we have them before maybe the expanded format will change whenever we get whenever rotation happens. I'm not too sure yet. I just made me some tea, so, you know, gotta wake up. But, yeah, we're gonna be talking about this deck. I'm really excited. This has some pretty good showings. I believe there's 2 different variants of the list on at Anaheim Regionals. Not Anaheim, St. Louis Regionals, the expanded one. So, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of them both. I kind of put in ideas that I like from each one. And I kind of make my own because I'm not very skilled at expanded. I don't play very often, if ever, for that matter. So I kind of need to get ideas from other people's deck lists. And of course, once I get the feel of the tier, I'll be able to build my myself. But you know. But anyways, that's the deck list. This is cool. It surrounds Aerodactyl, right? With Jet Draft. The Jet Draft does do 120 damage and get rid of a special energy. So it's a really, really, really good attacker. For a DCE, you could just do that. Excuse me. So it's a really cool attack, 120 HP, pretty decent. It's not a basic, unfortunately, so we can't put a Fighting Fury Ball on it, just something I want to throw out there. We get it out with, of course, Old Amber Aerodactyl. Look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck, and if you find Aerodactyl, you can find it out there. We can also get it out with Twist Mountain once during a turn. You may flip a coin of heads, put a restored Pokemon from your hand onto your bench. So we have 2 options to get it out, and then we also have Fossil Excavation Kit. You can put back the old Amber. You can put 2 old Amber Aerodactyls from your discard pile to your hand. Now, what's really cool is that these are all item cards or cards we can just play down whenever, which is really, really interesting about this deck. Which gives you room to play cards like Maxie because you're going to be emptying your hands a lot, and Maxie makes a really good supporter to have whenever you're having empty hands. Maxie could put a fighting type Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. Now what's cool about that is that it can be any evolution of a fighting type Pokemon. So we do have these 3 right here. The star of the show for right now expanded because of the Decidueye being everywhere and Vileplume and stuff like that is actually Archeops. Archeops is really cool because it has the ability Ancient Power. Each player can't play any Pokemon from his or her hand to evolve his or her Pokemon. So literally nobody can evolve. Unless they can turn off this ability, no one can evolve, which is really cool. We're not worried about the attack because we don't have any fighting energies, but like we play, usually our first target's going to be this if we're fighting an evolution deck. We also have Marowak. Marowak's really cool because it has the ability Bodyguard. Prevent all effective attacks done to you or your hand by your opponent's Pokemon. Remove any existing effects. So this is essentially saying a big screw you to Seismitoad. So Seismitoad can Quake Hammer us. We can still play our items afterwards. So if we're fighting a Seismitoad deck, we try to get this out right away. And then of course we have Gallade. Gallade has the ability Premonition. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put them back on top of any order you like, which is really cool in combination with cards like Trainer Mail. Hold on. Quick pause. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I hope I remember to cut that out. People just came home, so I had to make sure that they knew I was recording. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Premonition's cool when you combine it with cards like Acrobike, Trainer Mail, and that's really it, really. It's also cool, like, you know if you're gonna draw something good or if you rather shuffle, you know, because you have a bunch of options for shuffle drawing. Maintenance is a cool one. You could always play this, fail it just to shuffle your deck. You have some options here, which is really, really cool. Now, because we're playing pretty much no Pokemon we can play directly from our hand, we have Talonflame. Talonflame's cool because of Gale Wings. Of course, we can put it down if it's the only Pokemon in our hand. If we have no other Pokemon that we can put down. No, that's not what I mean. Hold on. I got messed up because people came home. If we start with this card in our hand, we can put it down as a basic, essentially in our active spot. It won't count as a basic, of course, but you can put it down like a basic. So it's really cool because Aeroblitz is a good attack. You can search your deck for any 2 cards and put them into your hand, which is good for setting up future Maxies and things like that, because it's all about the setup, right? As far as other Pokemon go, we do play a Shaman because Shaman's draw for support is also good in the deck, and then Dunsparce. Dunsparce is cool, which is a great addition to the deck. One of the deck lists played it. It has the attack second by. Most of you guys know it from Glaceon, but it's cool on Dunsparce because it's 4 DC attack, and it's just cool to knock things out with Dunsparce. I think that's fun. As far as everything else goes, we try to play cards that can thin down our hand in our deck. We have 4 Acrobikes, 4 Battle Compressors. If you guys remember, search your deck for any 3 cards and discard them. Broken card. 1 Computer Search, an A-Spec. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Search your deck for a card and put it to your hand. So you can literally put any card you want from your deck to your hand. And it's more discarding to empty your hand so that you can play Maxie. We do play 2 Fossils, 1 Maintenance, shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your deck and draw 1. So if you have to play the Maxie, you don't want to discard stuff, you can put cards that you can't play into your deck and try to minimize your hand, kind of thing. We are playing 4 Old Ambers, 4 Puzzle of Times, 1 Special Charge, 1 Super Rod, 1 Tool Scrapper, get rid of any 2 tools in the field, which is another good card that you can play. Another item card, just get rid of your hand. 4 Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, 4 VS Seekers, 1 Twist Mountain, we already talked about that. 1 Lysander. This is expanded. You don't need to play too many supporters in your deck list because you do have Battle Compressor, which is discard them so you can play them. You can target them with the VS Seeker earlier. So we are playing 1 Lysander, 2 Maxies just to avoid prizes, 1 N, 1 Kukui, and then 1 Floatstone, you know, retreating, 1 Muscle Band, just increased damage, and then 4 DCE because that's the only thing we're attacking with. But that's going to be the deck list, guys. Let's go ahead and get some games. Hopefully we can make this really quick. So I do have to go to school at some point in the future. But yeah, I recorded 1 video, alright? So I recorded, it was like an hour of content because the first video, I mean, I won all my games except for the last one, alright? And I got 4 games because the first game was like whatever, I was fighting like Latios, I think. It was Latios. It was like a form of Donk, but he couldn't get the Donk. And I just get rid of his double dragon energies and proceeded to win the game there. Oh, this sucks. And then the 2 battles after that, I always started Shaman. I couldn't start with Talonflame, even though I played 3 in the deck. It's ridiculous. Right now, you see I'm starting with Dunsparce. Luckily, Dunsparce has free retreat, but it's getting kind of annoying that I'm starting with all these Pokemon that aren't Talonflame, even though they're in the deck. And we have 2 of these in our hand already. So this is a really bad hand for Maxie. Whatever. And then 1 game, it was Mewtwo versus Gardevoir, and it was such a good game until about halfway through. It was really intense, really tense game the whole time, but about halfway through, all she did was draw pass, draw pass, draw pass, draw pass. And I got to a point where I thought that the person left and the computer was draw passing for her, so I just stopped commentating, and then she forfeited, and I was like, well, I can't use this battle anymore because I stopped commentating halfway through. And then the final game, I had 3 Aerodactyls prized. 3 of these Aerodactyls prized, which is kind of important because this is kind of the main attacker. So I whiffed all of my forests and I could never draw one. When I finally did draw one, I discarded it because I was just like, whatever, it's just going to be a thing. And it was a mess. It was a mess and a half. So I just deleted the video. But now you guys know, and I could always upload them for like Suffering Saturdays that I used to do. I forgot about AZ, man. We need AZ back in the format. AZ is such a cool card. But we're kind of boned. He's playing Speed, Dark, and Expanded. We definitely don't need this right now, but whatever. We'll play it anyways. Get these fighting types. We don't need Archeops. We really need Gallade. Gallade's perfect against Dark decks. We don't need Marowak. We'll toss the Talonflames. I think we might lose here if we can't draw a card. We got Ultra Ball, which is actually phenomenal. If we can get another Ultra Ball, that'd be amazing. If we can get another Ultra Ball, that'd be phenomenal. Let me go ahead and go for Shaman here. Let's see if we can get some stuff. We might be able to pull this off depending on what we get off the Shaman. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's play Old Trainer Mail first. Trainer Mail gets us another puzzle. Another puzzle gets us an Ultra Ball back. Hold on, we might be able to pull this off. I think we did pull this off now that I'm thinking about it. Let's grab the puzzle here. Alright, so let's think about it. Play 2 puzzles to grab an Ultra Ball and a Battle Compressor. How about that? We have the DCE. I want to try to get a Aerodactyl out this turn. But if I'm going to play the 2 puzzles and I'm going to play Ultra Ball, I have to discard these 2. So I have to not play the Bike right now. Let's go ahead. We're going to go for Compressor and Ultra Ball. Unfortunately, we're getting Compressor even though we play 4. But we can get all these extra cards out of our deck. So let's go ahead and do that first. These fighting types, I guess. Because we don't need them. We definitely don't want to draw them. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'd rather get rid of, and it doesn't look like it. We have all of our arrows, which is nice. We might be able to land some if we get... Oh, we have 2 of our things prize though, our Old Amber's prize. We don't have Twist Mountain prize though, so we have some options. We'll click done here. We'll empty our hand a bit. We'll drop these 2. I guess we'll attach a DCE to Shaman, that because we can Sky Return. We don't need to get any of these. Because I'd rather Sky Return if we're going to put down some Pokemon. We'll get this down. We'll play Maxie. Get out our beautiful Gallade. Because Gallade body bags is these people. Unfortunately, we did whiff what I wanted to get, which kind of sucks. We might have the sack off Dunsparce here, unfortunately. We have a DC though for next turn in case he does do any shenanigans against me. I'm thinking about doing this. Let's go ahead and Compressor again. Get rid of the Talonflame and a Compressor because we don't need 2 more. I'll keep 1 more just in case for backups. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of one of these as well because if we get one of these, it's going to come in handy. Which is pretty nice. Alright, we'll do that. We don't need to play Ultra Ball. In fact, I probably should have tried to compress an Ultra Ball away as well. Let me go ahead and Premonition here. Premonition gets us... What? We get a Floatstone for our thing. Do we have a draw? So we don't have a draw. So we're gonna get Shaman. So Shaman's not a big deal. I mean, that's not a big deal because we're gonna have Shaman. No Old Ambers quite yet. We don't need the rest of these cards really. I would like to draw. I would like to shuffle next turn, but there's not really a convenient way for us to do that. I mean, we have a Lysander, right? We don't have a VS Seeker in hand. So in case shenanigans happen, I'm gonna get the VS Seeker instead of anything else because we're gonna play Shaman, right? And with Shaman, we'll be able to pull a couple things off. But in case he knocks out our Gallade next turn, this will just keep us safe for a bit. But we have the option to Maxie because we can Ultra Ball away a DC if we need to, and Aerodactyl. And then we could play everything else and not draw off the Shaman and then play Maxie and get a second Gallade out, which would be really, really nice actually because 2 Gallades is always better than 1. I'm not going to lie. Because being able to Premonition twice a turn is really nice. By the way, I do have a code to give out today. So, like, you know how I give out the code. I haven't done this in a while because I haven't had a stack of codes next to me. But I used to give out codes in the videos. I'm going to be doing that because I got it here. But he's just going to knock out the Dunsparce, which means Gallade is just going to come in and start cleaning things up. I do want to Maxie again, though. So I'm going to try to pull that off. The thing is, do I want to Maxie again, or do I want to... I have to Ultra Ball if I'm going to Maxie again. Yeah, I don't want to play Shaman down. But I can't not play Shaman down, you know what I mean? I'm going to Maxie again. Plus, Maxie's a supporter for the turn and all that good jazz. Let's go ahead and drop a DCE and an arrow and fail everything else. We'll play this. We're gonna draw 5, so it doesn't matter what we really do here. I'm not gonna draw off it. Would you like to draw in your hand? Would you like to draw until you have 6? Nope. No need to. I'm gonna play this, get it out of my hand, and ooh, we got some pretty interesting cards coming up. It's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and play Maxie again. Look at that. Look at these. This deck's going off right now. And we'll get a second Gallade down. We don't need to evolve. We're not worried about evolution. We're not worried about Toads or anything like that. So we're just going to put down 2 Gallades. That way, if he knocks out 1, we have a backup. And we're drawing 5 off this. So we got a couple good things coming up here. We're going to do 1 Premonition because we have Acrobikes in our hand, right? We definitely don't want that. Floatstone's kind of nice. I'm trying to not get anything else useless though. I want to try to land an Aerodactyl, so I want to shuffle. There's nothing I really want right now. I shouldn't overextend. We're getting an N next turn just in case. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and Sensitive Blade for knockout. We can get another DCE because we have this, so I'm not worried about that. We got a special charge too, so that really helps. And there's another old Amber, so we can shuffle draw with that as well. Because we know we got an Aerodactyl down there. But I'll Premonition once, but I don't have to because he forfeited. So there we go. That was a good example of the game without Aerodactyl. That just goes to show how powerful Maxie is on its own. Maxie, Talonflame, like Maxie decks got like Maxie and Archie decks. Like, I mean, obviously not Archie because Archie usually play it with like Blastoise. I can't think of any other card. Maybe Empoleon, but then like you would still have to play with other basics. But like Maxie decks in general, because Maxies are such good. Because Pokemon that you get off Maxies are usually really, really good. Those decks got a lot better with Talonflame. But we're making good time now. I'm gonna go ahead and give out the second code right now. And we'll see if we're going first. So the code is 7BR THQP GZZ GJZ. That's hard to say, GJZ. And then MG2. And we got a Shaman start. So there's that. A beautiful noise. Unfortunately, though, we have a pretty decent hand if we get a Compressor. That's the big if. But we're not going to be able to draw off Shaman because we're leading with Shaman. And this is the big issue I'm having right now. This is the 5th time this has happened to me out of like 7 games. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, that is so... The odds of that happening are super low too. Like, they should not be happening, but it's happening, so whatever. If I can get a what's it called? A Battle Compressor off this Acrobike, bless up. Somebody's asking to join the who is this? Somebody's asking to join the AuraBomb shelter, and it's literally like he has the same picture of an icon as my dad. Like not like it's like a picture of him, but like not hold on. Let me rephrase that. He's positioned in the same way to look like my father's profile pic from like way back in the day. So that's why I was like, who is this person? This is my dad in disguise. But no, he's a white guy. My dad's not white. Let me go ahead and accept that guy though. Shout outs to you, bro. Welcome to the AuraBomb shelter. Anyways, back to focusing on the game. We're fighting a fire deck. Oh, Execute. All right. Is it Volcanion? It might be Volcanion. He lead Execute, I lead Shaman. Both of us not good. Mine's a little bit worse than his Fire. Fire is a bit unfortunate. We don't have too much to work against Fire. All of our disruption options don't really exist. We have 2 Ultra Balls. Acrobike come through? Not really. We'll discard that. Oh, wait a minute. That was not what I... Okay. Yeah, we're not in the best position right now. We're just going to probably have to, like, scoop up this game because everything is looking pretty harsh. We didn't lead with anything. We have an Aerodactyl prize, which is going to make the game even more rough for us. Do we have an Aerodactyl or 2? Alright, we have an Aerodactyl prize. That's going to make the game super rough for us. Let's grab Gallade. We also have a Gallade prize, which is not the biggest deal in the world. we'll go ahead and do it this way because there's not much else we can do here. We'll just grab Dunsparce. This is just to thin the deck out a little bit. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, we're just going to continue to lose this game, really. I'm just going to pass. We actually can't do anything. That's the issue. We have the most dead of dead hands, which sucks really, really hard. This is why I was contemplating throwing a second Shaman in this deck over Dunsparce, but oh my god, it's getting ridiculous. I think I am going to make that change, though. I'm probably going to put in Shaman over Dunsparce, because Dunsparce is cool, and Dunsparce has definitely won me a lot of games. But, like, I've also lost more games because of my Shaman starts, and it's definitely because of my bad luck, but I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? We're going to get knocked out here, unfortunately. And then if we can't top deck, like, the best thing ever, which is simply a battle compressor or a draw supporter, we just lose the game. Luckily, though, he did knock out Shaman, which is kind of part of my plan, which is why I... Oh, never mind. I thought I discarded 2 aerodactyls. Okay, well, we're going to play this first. Compressor, thank God. Alright. This is going to work. Hopefully we can come back from this mess. But I'm going to compressor first. I'm going to get rid of... Ooh, we can actually play Maxie this turn, which is actually super duper nice. Let's get rid of a Maxie. You know what I want to do? I want a Super Rod. So I'm going to do this. We'll get rid of a Maxie. Please don't both be prized. Okay, good. There's none of them are prized. Alright, so with Maxie, we can VS Seeker after we Super Rod. We put back 2 aerodactyls into Shaman, which is why I'm getting rid of an aerodactyl, in case you guys were curious. Because I want to maximize my Super Rod. And we have 3 more battle compressors somewhere in there. And I definitely want to put Shaman back. Okay, so now we get a Maxie's off, which is pretty nice, but we need to get off a lot more things than just a Maxie, because we're way behind right now. Luckily, free retreat on the Dunsparce. We'll get out Gallade, because Gallade is the best option we have right now, and we can draw 5. Alright, okay, not too bad. We have a computer search, which kind of sucks for us right now, but we can get a DC and start attacking at the very least. We already played a supporter for the turn. I'm probably going to discard these 2 things, unless I get something great out of this. We did not. Acrobike to dig more. We could actually get Shaman, which I feel is better because we're gonna play computer search anyways. Let me actually do that. I should have played this. We're gonna Acrobike first. Unfortunately, we're losing a puzzle in the VS Seeker, which is just important stuff, but whatever. We have Shaman now. But the thing that sucks about putting down Shaman is that it gives them more options to win, which kind of sucks, but we're way in the back. We can't really worry about that right now. We can always Sky Return the Shaman anyways. I'm trying to get a DCE without having to play this, and we succeeded. We have another battle compressor. We can get rid of a bunch of cards that we don't need right now, specifically those 3. Now we don't have to worry as much about other things. I want to be able to play another Maxie next turn, but I need to get Gallade first. So hopefully I can get some Gallades off the prizes. That'd be really nice. Muscle Band doesn't help us knock him out, although we can play Kukui plus Muscle Band if we ever need to knock out a thing, maybe? It's 180 HP though, so I don't think we can. So we'll go ahead and we'll just hit him hard for the turn. And we have a Lysander, I believe. Maybe not. Let's Premonition for now. Premonition gets us some things. There's 3 DCEs coming up, so thank God I'm not doing any of that shenanigans. Twist Mount would be pretty decent. N wouldn't be too bad, but he's kind of in a bad spot. I don't want to end him. We have some options. If we want to play, we want to get a card in the top deck that we can actually just play. So let me actually grab Twist Mountain. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Because I'm gonna play Maxie, unfortunately. I want to be able to shuffle though. There's no cards to help me shuffle draw unless it's a supporter card, which sucks. Actually, we're gonna be playing this, so we'll be okay. For now, we're just gonna Sensitive Blade. Yeah, alright, okay, we're good. We're losing 2 VS Seekers, so hopefully we can get 2 puzzles to get those 2 Seekers back. That would be ideal. We knock him out next turn. He's playing the Starmie build, which is I think it's a good build in Expanded. I know it's not great in Standard, but I'm pretty sure it's decent and Expanded. So we'll see what he gets. He has Hoopa, so he has cards now. I'm gonna need you guys to excuse any background noise you might hear for a second. Where is my Chrome? I'm gonna mute my Chrome. I was trying to open up a video because I want to leave a like for a friend, but here, let me just mute it quickly. There we go. Ah, the timing is perfect. Dope. Anyways, he's gonna steam up. I guess he's gonna knock us out, but he can't attack this turn unless you played Ranger. But this man's going off right now. He must have top decked that Hoopa and just been a happy camper. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dope. We had that game. We were able to bring that back, but luckily we're not gonna lose just based off our horrible start. Unless, of course, he gets like super Lysander and wins everything because of it. Oh, we need to get a float. Oh, he's on a blacksmith. Oh, that's gonna suck because now I can retreat. This deck is so good and expanded just because of blacksmith. Blacksmith is a broken card. Blacksmith, battle compressor, those are all broken ass cards, man. Very broken. This is why I don't like playing expanded. And the thing is, they're all gonna stay in the format in expanded if we lose, because like I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna lose all black and white in our expanded format here in a second, which is gonna be cool because I don't know a lot of black and white stuff, to be completely honest. But we're gonna be playing Maxie again next turn, which is what I kind of predicted would happen. So hopefully we can get a DCE somehow without the need to play Sky Return or whatever. But yeah, he can just attack with that. He also got a float stone, so oof, risky stuff from me. That's gonna suck. All right, well, we just got blown the hell up. So, all right, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just gotta do this real quick. We're just gonna go to Dunsparce clearly because that's free retreat. I'm just doing like a million things at once because I know these guys, they take forever with their turns. All right, so we know the top deck. We know we can get out Gallade again. Play this down. He can get rid of whatever Pokemon he wants. Hopefully it's not that Volcanion, but it's probably going to be that Volcanion. But I had to play this card down anyways if I wanted to play down Maxie this turn. He got rid of Shaman instead, which is fine. We can actually knock out... Oh, he has Keldeo. That explains it. We can actually knock out Keldeo if he brings it out. We could special charge here, but we don't want a special charge. Not yet. Do we? No, we don't. Because we're going to play Computer Search. Computer Search gets us what? What do we want off Computer Search, actually? I don't know. We can try to get Old Amber, because I would love to get another freaking Pokemon down. We can compress. Do we have another one of those book things? No, we don't. That's going to be annoying. More cards we have to get off the prizes. We can get any card we want. I'm going to actually get rid of... I'm going to get rid of those Float Stones. Play Tool Scrapper. Get rid of that. Alright, now we'll play Maxie here. We'll get the boy back. That way he can't just switch in and want shenanigans. He needs to get another one of those beautiful thingies. We'll play Gallade here. Hopefully we'll get a DCE. We did not get a DCE. We got double Old Amber though, so let's go ahead and take advantage by doing this right now. How many puzzles? We have 3 puzzles in the deck, which is going to come in handy. We'll get rid of a Lysander because we still have a couple of VS Seekers, right? No, we have 0. We have absolutely no VS Seekers left. Okay, well, not gonna do that then. Whoops, that's a problem. We don't need to play Ultra Ball anymore though, so we'll definitely get rid of Ultra Ball. Unfortunately, we also drew our thing, which kind of sucks. So I'm not gonna play this compressor right here. Kukui is really nice to get though. We landed it, which is really nice. Let's see if we can land this one as well. Nice. All right, we'll go ahead and drop the other one then for the time being. Or not, maybe we won't do that. We'll see, it depends on what we get off this Premonition. Another Aerodactyl, oof, not what I wanted. DC is exactly what I wanted though, because we can't attack this turn. I want these DCEs, man. I want them. We have to pass. We're gonna lose this game because we had a pretty bad start, unfortunately. But like the matchup's already not in our favor. He's gonna draw 8 off his chorus. That sucks for us. Yeah, I will 100% say though that like the matchups is not in our favor because we don't disrupt with this deck because it's all about disrupting special energies, and a lot of decks out there play almost exclusively special energies. But this is not one of those decks, and it's a pretty big deck too, which kind of sucks. Well, the cool thing is we can 2-hit KO everything, but we need a good start, which this deck usually has a good start. But as you guys saw, I had a Shaman start, which is kind of like the opposite of a good start, if I could ever tell you. He didn't get a Float Stone though, so we were pretty cool about disrupting at the proper time. I like this deck because it's super versatile. Now all we need is like a counter to Volk. A nice Wob or a Hex, but we can't afford to play extra supporters because extra supporters really ruins the consistency of the deck. So we got to be careful about that as well. Alright, let me get all these things downloaded on my computer before I head out, because I gotta head out soon. This might be the last game, or maybe we'll get one more game, depending on how much longer this game lasts. But he's gonna go ahead and blow up my poor little Dunsparce. Not my poor little Dunsparce. Everything has free retreat here, and by everything I mean the 2 aerodactyls, and that's it. Alright, so how are we gonna play this? We have a DCE, so we can actually knock this thing out. Let me actually play Premonition so I can draw 2 cards I actually really want off this Gallade. Muscle Band doesn't help right now. I definitely want a DCE for the future though. There's nothing I'd really want. So I'm actually going to Shuffle Draw. Yeah. To Shuffle Draw I'm going to play Compressor. But I'm going to go ahead and attach that there. I'm going to Shuffle Draw real quick. I'll drop... What was that one thing? I want to drop that, yeah. I'll drop that. And I'll play Kukui because we Shuffle Drawed, so now we don't know what we're going to get. Nice. It's not the worst. I can definitely deal with it. We'll just Jet Draft here. So he needs 2 more knockouts and I need 2 more knockouts, but he's going to get them first, which kind of sucks. So we have to be super careful about that. An N would be spectacular, but we already played all of our VS Seekers. I think, yeah, they're all gone. So there's nothing we can really do about this. We have continuous attacking, but we also don't have continuous knockouts. And all he has to do is play a couple more blacksmiths and he wins the game. And he's only played 1 VS Seeker and 1 blacksmith, and there's a second one. So there's that as well. We got to be careful about that. But he has to attack twice, right? Unfortunately, I don't have a Lysander. I have to draw a Lysander, if anything, which I haven't got rid of it yet. So if I get a Lysander, that'd be some dope shit, I'm not gonna lie. He's attaching here so he can retreat easier, which is actually a really good play on his part. But he's gonna knock us out there. We're gonna go into our other Aerodactyl and hope to God he can't do any shenanigans to win the game next turn. Because that's literally the only thing that's stopping us right now. We're gonna go ahead and land that. We're gonna put the Aerodactyl down. Let's see what this gets us. No, we're not going to see what that gets us. Instead, we're going to do this, and we're going to prepare for a possibility of getting a Lysander. We're going to do this because I'm going to play N. I'm going to play the thing because I don't want those cards. I'm going to play this just to get Acrobike, Shuffle, and then I'm trying my best to get a Lysander right now. So like, I could also get another puzzle. Another puzzle would be actually phenomenal. So there's a couple of things I could use right now. See what this gets us. Acrobike, which is what we wanted. I'm gonna play the Acrobike. Because I'm trying to get either a second puzzle. Well, that sucks. Okay, that didn't work out. So top decks galore next turn. We're just gonna Jet Draft here and hope he can't knock us out. That's literally our only play. Next turn, if we can get if we get another puzzle, we can get VS Seeker Compressor. If we can't get another puzzle, oh, I see what he's gonna do. Oh, he wins because all he has to do is attach and then retreat, and then yeah, he can knock us out. So that's game. GG. That was a pretty tough game. Now it's a shorter video, guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off there. Now, if I were to change anything, it'd probably be this. Because of my own personal luck, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna play a lot more games with this deck. I think this deck's really cool, really interesting. I like it a lot. I like how we can turn off Decidueye decks essentially entirely, Decidueye Vileplume decks, Lurantis Vileplume decks entirely with Archeops. I like how we can turn off decks like Toad entirely with Marowak. We can get special energies with things like Aerodactyl. We just have to consistently be attacking with Aerodactyl. It's an even prize trade against things like Night March, which is really nice as long as we don't play our Shamans. There's a lot of good in this deck. So I like this deck a lot for that reason. I want to play it more, so I'm not going to change anything yet. But like after playing these past 8 games, my first change would be get rid of Dunsparce for another Shaman. Maybe even a 4th Talonflame, but that's not the issue. The issue is I keep putting Shaman in my hand. So that way, if I do start with Shaman, I at the very least have an out by being able to play Shaman, even though there's one already I started with. Yeah, that's why I added 4 Ultra Balls too, because I needed all that discard fodder and then ways to get Shamans easier. and just ways to get rid of cards in my hand. So I did make that personal change after I played the first video. I did have 3 of these and 3 of these, but I changed it from 4 to 2 because I just feel like it's more consistent as far as getting the Maxie out, and it's been pretty successful so far. But that's gonna be the video, guys. Be sure to drop a like if you have not already. It is greatly appreciated. It does help out the channel big time. Subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Answer the comment question data for a chance to win codes, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.